right, let's jump right in. We are standing on the edge of a massive shift. I mean, think about it. In a world where AI can achieve pretty much anything, what does it even mean to be successful anymore? What's our value? Well, the answers are changing fast, and it means we're walking into what's being called the post-achievement era.
So, what's really behind this big shift? It actually starts with a superhuman problem, something called the arrival fallacy. We've all done this, right? We tell ourselves, oh, if I just get that promotion, or if I can just finish this one huge project, then I'll finally be happy. But that feeling, it fades, doesn't it? It's like chasing a mirage in the desert.
And get this, that old way of thinking is on a direct collision course with AI. This brings up a massive question for every single one of us. By 2026, when an AI can write the novel, paint the masterpiece, or code the app for you, what's a human's value, really? If the perfect end result is just a click away, where do we find our worth?
And that leads us straight into our first big idea, the end of achievement as we know it. Yeah, welcome to the post-achievement era, where the finish line, well, it's not really the point of the race anymore.
This quote just hits the nail on the head. AI can give you the right answer, but it can never give you the wisdom of the struggle. Think about that. AI has all the facts, all the data, but zero life experience. It can't feel the frustration of a dead end, the doubt that creeps in, or that incredible rush of figuring something out the hard way.
So here's the bottom line, the key takeaway for this new world. In the post-achievement era, your value isn't what you finish. The final product is becoming a commodity. Your real, unique value, it's in the struggle you endured to get there. The journey itself, with all its bumps and bruises, that's the real prize now.
Okay, so if the journey is the reward, how do we prepare ourselves for it? How do we get in shape for a world that values the process? Well, it calls for a whole new way of thinking about our own well-being. It's about shifting from mental health to mental fitness. And the difference here is huge. It's not just words. See, mental health kind of sounds like this fixed destination, right? You're either healthy or you're unhealthy. It's very black and white. But mental fitness, that's more like going to the gym. It's a lifelong process. You have good days, you have bad days, you're allowed to struggle and have an off day without feeling like you've completely failed.
This mental fitness mindset also completely changes what we should value in our leaders. A crucial trait for this new era is something called confident ignorance. Yeah, you heard that right. It's the power for a leader to stand up and say, I don't know, with total authority. In a world where AI has all the answers, a leader admitting they don't know creates psychological safety. It gives their team permission to experiment, to fail, and to find those real breakthroughs.
So we've talked about our internal world, our own mindset, but what about our support systems? This is about moving away from an obsession with self-help and toward a culture of help others. And you know what the foundation of all of that is? It's friendship.
You may have heard this phrase floating around, and for good reason. Friendship is the ultimate biohack. This idea totally reframes our relationships. They aren't just a nice to have. They are absolutely essential tools for building our resilience, for managing stress, and ultimately, for finding real meaning and success in our lives.
So how do we actually become better friends in this new era? Here's a simple but incredibly powerful tool you can use today, the 8-minute rule. It goes like this. A friend in crisis texts you, "Do you have 8 minutes?" Your job is to find those 8 minutes. It's a tiny commitment, but it makes all the difference. And your only job in those 8 minutes is to listen. You're not there to fix their problems, you're just there to make sure they don't have to cry alone.
The philosophy behind this is a really profound shift in your role. You have to move from being the fixer to being the holder of space. It's not about coming up with solutions. It's about being willing to just sit in the mud with them for a little while. That presence, that's where the real magic happens. Now, this whole embrace of the imperfect process, it leads us to a completely new economic model. I'm talking about the wabi-sabi economy, a world where imperfection is about to become the new premium. So, wabi-sabi is this beautiful Japanese worldview. It's all about accepting that things are temporary and imperfect. It's about finding the beauty in things that are flawed. And just think, as AI starts churning out endless streams of perfect, flawless, optimized content, our human brains are going to start craving the exact opposite.
You can almost see the future splitting into two different economies. On one side, you've got the AI economy. Flawless, perfect, optimized, and because of that, a commodity. But on the other side, you'll have the human economy. This is where things are flawed, imperfect, handmade, and that is where the premium will be.
That tiny mistake in a live speech, that's the proof that a real live human is talking to you.
So how on earth do we measure success in this new economy? Well, forget the bucket list. The new metric is the reverse bucket list. This is a list of things you've already done, experiences you've had, and what you've given to others. It's a powerful tool for gratitude that helps you realize, you know what? You've already won the game.
So how do we tie all of this together? Valuing the struggle, building mental fitness, helping others, how does it all connect? Well, our final section here offers a really powerful model for growth. It's what we're calling leadership's 12th step.
And the idea is so simple, but it is an absolute game changer. You will never, ever truly master your own problems until you help someone else with theirs. That's the 12th step. True mastery isn't about your own individual achievement. It's about turning your own struggle into a source of strength that you can then offer to other people. This brings us to a whole new definition of leadership, and it's captured perfectly in this quote. A leader is not in charge. They are responsible for those in their charge. In this post-achievement era, leadership is way less about authority and titles and way more about responsibility, about care, and about helping others navigate their own struggles.
So as we wrap this up, the question I want you to ask yourself isn't just, what can I achieve? It's something much more powerful. It's, who can I be a spark of optimism for today? Because in this post-achievement era we're entering, that might just be the most valuable struggle of all.